Today we want to talk about 4 tips when meeting a new guy.
4 important tips. Keep in mind, you're going to want to stay through the whole video because this is super duper important. Super.
Yeah.
You need to know this, sis. Oh, brother.
No judgment. So, tip number 4. Jessica, what's tip number 4?
Tip number 4 is one that is pretty obvious, but it's so easy to forget. And that is to keep your boundaries. I'm going to say it again because it's super important. Keep your boundaries. I love the effect. I absolutely love it. Because it's important for you to know. I think a lot of times when you are seeing a new guy, you tend to allow him to skate past one of the boundaries and you're fine with that. And, so it's super important to make sure you're maintaining the boundaries that you set and keeping true to yourself.
Yeah, and to add to that, in my mind, I always think don't progress until it's time. So do not marry this man already, date number 1. You know what I mean? Because if you already married this man in your mind, then most likely you are going to step out of bounds or allow him to step out of bounds. And as Christian women, we know how important it is for us to, there's levels to what, God's plan is, date, court, marry, and, so it's very important to, you don't step out of bounds and now allow that man to step out of bounds.
Facts. Told you, super important. Tip number 3 is when you go into these relationships, or these dates, when you go into these dates, think about him as a friend. So in your mind, think about it as you're meeting up with a friend. And I think that that's helpful anyway, because the nervous date jitters are so overwhelming. What do I wear? What do I put on? How do I look? Do I do lashes? Do I not do lashes? You always do lashes. But do I not do lashes? So, but if you go into it and you're thinking about him as a friend, it's going to ease your mind and allow the chemistry between you guys to flow. If there is any. And if there's not, it's going to be very, very obvious. So it'll allow you to be able to effectively communicate with him and him to effectively communicate with you.
So with me, I think, it's important to, honestly, I don't know. I haven't been on a date in, since Jesus first coming, okay? Seriously, I don't know how this works. So I'm
nervous every time. Every time. And no, that sounds terrible because, I'm not out. I like to go on dates. I do. And I'm nervous every single time when I'm meeting somebody new. Okay. But I put in my mind to think about them as a friend.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm okay. Is that what you do? Shoot, I don't know.
See, tip for her too. She on the same trip.
Yeah, but I think it's also important not to do it to the point where he feels like he's in a friend zone.
Oh, yeah. Good
So,
point.
yeah.
Good point.
So that's definitely not what.
What up, brother?
Yeah. Hey, y'all, I see you now.
Tell your moms I said hi. Not like that. Keep it cute. Yeah. Keep it cute.
Just comfort-wise, it's more comfortable to just see him as just an acquaintance or a friend or whatever.
Very true.
Makes sense.
Tip number 2. Oh my gosh, this one's so easy to do. It is avoid future thinking. Sis, this is not your husband yet, okay? He may or may not be that man. Avoid future thinking. I think a lot of times as women, we are visual people. And so when we meet someone whose swag is nice and he cute and bro got all, he talking, he holding your hand, he got the car doors popping open, check come, he don't even look at you. He just like, yeah, thank you. But you tell me more about yourself. Girl, don't be seeing the picket fence with that man. Don't do it.
AKA, don't fall for the okie doke.
Avoid that.
Yeah.
We be married and having kids with this whole man before lunch is even over.
And he don't even know, he's not even really sure about you right now anyway. So
you gotta avoid that because it's so easy for things to escalate when you think this is the man for you and now step number 4, you done skipped all the boundaries.
Yeah.
You done skipped every single one of them. Now you spend the night over homeboy house because he the husband.
And you're probably, even if he's not that type of guy, you're going to scare him away.
Yeah, true.
Come on now. Whoa, baby girl, pause. this is just date number 2 or 3, and you already got me down the aisle. Or number 1, you already have, wedding patterns picked out. You know what I mean? Like plate settings and bridesmaids.
His favorite color red too.
Yeah.
Too.
We connect.
And he had Taurus. But
is that a good thing?
I don't know. I'm a Gemini.
I'm an Aquarius.
But it is one of those things that are easy to have. It's very easy for you to future think when you are actually interested in someone and you kind of overextend and invest yourself in that person because of that future thinking. So keep those thoughts in check. Basically, I think that'll be very helpful for you.
Very hard for women to do.
And the very last one that is also super duper duper important. And I think it is a step that is easy, also sometimes easy to miss, but it is a very practical step. And that is definitely pray before you go on this date. You're praying for a few things. You're praying for yourself to keep those boundaries. So you're praying for number 4. You're praying for yourself to, keep yourself cool, keep yourself calm. But you're also mainly praying for God to show you what this man's intentions are and to show you this man's heart. Because if you are going into it and your thought is that you guys are on the same page, maybe you've been talking for weeks on the phone and you guys stay on the phone for hours and, you're meeting in person or you're actually meeting for this first date or it's a friend and you guys are going for a first date, pray to God and ask him to show you what his intentions are and to show you what his heart is. Because I think anyway, it's always good to pray for someone who's a potential mate or a friend or even a mate at that time. It's always good to pray for them. So when you're going into those situations, just allow God to guide you and by making sure that you're praying in that situation.
Word to your mother. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm goofy. So yeah, with me, I am someone who even prays before I even have a date lined up, for my future husband in hopes that, God gives me that wisdom to actually date the right people. I'm at a point in my life right now where I pre-qualify you for a date. Like if you, like a guy wanted my number and I didn't want to have to go on a date to find out what his religious views or his views on kids or, various other things that it's just like, if he said he didn't go to church. So it's like, I'm not going to date you. What's the point?
Right.
So it's like, I am in a point in my life where it's like, I'd rather pre-qualify you. I mean, I know it sounds kind of horrible, but for me, someone who firm believer in protecting your heart, I don't give a crap what you feel like, or about what I said. I want to pre-qualify you.
Oh yeah. People have to be, everybody can't have access to you.
Exactly,
everybody can't. Yeah. You can't just hop and say, I'm going on a date with such and such Joe and Joe. Nah, everybody can't have access to you. It's got to be a pre-qualification process.
It's like me as a young kid usually allow anyone to have the key to my heart. Now it's like, it's very sacred. I mean, I gotta first give you combination 1 through 5. You know what I mean? However many combinations is. I want to just little by little give you each number to open up the combination to the key to my heart. But I'm not gonna just give it willy-nilly. I really feel like I am at a point in my life where it's like, I am more strict about dating. Any qualified men out there who want to be pre-qualified?
We have an application process that has been but we hope that these 4 tips really, really helped you. It's definitely helpful for us in our dating season, my dating season right now. She's pre-qualified. I'm pre-qualified too, but I found some potential, honey. But anyway, so very nice to speak to you guys. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.